Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is the day that Ascension is launching in Marvel Contest of Champions, and I have a few crystals to open. Firstly, before we get to that, I wanted to show off some of the options in my account, or just kind of like the general status of the Ascendable Champions that I have. I'm going to go ahead and sort it here in just a moment. I did pick up Spider-Man Paviter Pabrakar through the Platinum track, so I will be getting a rank 1 Ascension from him, and I have pulled Lizard 3 times from the Titan so far, so I will eventually be able to unlock Ascension level 2 for Lizard. So I'm pretty excited about both of those. Now let's go ahead and sort things by different ranks, and we can go ahead and talk through some of my favorite and most exciting options. So for my rank 4s, other than Spider-Man Paviter and for Lizard, I've got High Evolutionary as a rank 4, Patriot, and Black Panther Civil War. Any of these pulls would be incredibly exciting for me, and I would really honestly like to see Patriot, just because, as you may have seen from my very first video on the channel, I am a very big Patriot stan, and really want to see how that would look with an ISO burst with him. I think it would be super duper fun. So any of these pulls, be super excited. Now we get to my rank 3s, and honestly, I'd be pretty excited about all of these pulls as well. So we've got 4 characters in this right here that are going to be in the Super Duper Ascension box between Spiral, Arcade, Hitmonkey, and Immortal Abomination. And I'd be super stoked for any of these. If I get I-Bomb, that would be an Awakening as well, and any of these characters that would get Ascended would go pretty much to the top of the short list for a rank 4. I'm not going to be doing a rank 4 specifically today, though. I'm just kind of waiting to see what kind of rewards we're going to be getting from the Karina challenges, just because I'm very, very close to a rank 5. Here, I'll actually go ahead and show how close I am. So I need one final Tier 7 Basic right now, and then I'm about a third of the way to my last Tier 5 Alpha. So just kind of wanting to hold and see what kind of rewards we can expect for those rank 4 materials from the Karina challenges before I end up using those resources when obviously we need to be getting those rank 5 champions for the Elder progression title. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the rank 2s, and right now the only rank 2 that I have as a 7-star Ascendable is going to be Lady Deathstrike. I'd be interested in this one. I've always enjoyed Lady Deathstrike's playstyle. She's my favorite Weapon X counter in the game just because she completely shuts off the kit. So would be interested to see that, but I don't know, we'll see. She'd probably go up to rank 3 if I'm able to get her. And then we have my rank 1s, so I've kind of just been in a holding pattern since we've had the most recent update. I've tested out some of the buffs, but all these champions are at rank 1 still, and I will probably start taking them up as they become Ascended. So interestingly, I find it very cool that Sigil Witch is showing as an Ascendable option. I don't think I've heard anything officially about that, so I'm not sure if it's actually a visual bug, or if Sigil Witch is going to be able to be eligible for Ascension at some form in the future. I hope that we get more confirmation on that, but would be very excited for Storm X, Captain Sam, Infamous Iron Man. Kindred would be great, and I've got a number of champions that are ascendable here at rank 1 and unawakened, and like Kindred, Vision, Gentle, Corvus, and Mojo. I haven't ranked any of them because they are unawakened, so getting any of them as my first time pull through that Greater Empowered Crystal would be pretty exciting and would give me a very strong motivating factor to take them up. I've got a couple Awakening gems right now, but right now it's only Science and Mutant, and just kind of holding off again to see how I want to spend those. Yeah, so that is going to be it for the kind of the look at my account right now when it comes to the Ascendable roster, and then we are going to come back here in just a little bit for that crystal opening. All right, I'm coming back and recording the audio for this after the fact, and my son was helping me do my first Ascension pulls, so he was pretty excited to get the chance to help me with this. And let's see who my first 7-star Ascended character is going to be. And it is going to be an Ascension and some extra SIG levels on my 7-star rank 1 Nova. Shout out to Trap. I don't know that I'm going to be ranking Nova in the immediate future, but looking forward to seeing how Ascension treats him down the line. We do now know that Sigil Witch is going to be ascendable from the Sigil store if you have 300 of those Sigil tokens, or you can get an additional Greater Empowered Crystal. Not sure if I want to get her ascended next month, or if I want to get an additional Greater Empowered. I'll have enough at that point and can decide then. And now let's see who Ascended character number 2 is going to be, and it is extra SIGs and an Ascension on Sandman. So the buff for Sandman looks really, really great. I am going to be taking him up probably at least to rank 3 over the course of the next week. And then I'm sure he will go up to rank 4 when I have the chance. But right now, wanting to make sure that I'm fully ready for that first rank 5. Now let's head over to the Super Duper Ascension box and get my characters from there. Let's see who we get. First up is going to be Corvus Glaive, also rank 1. That is an Awakening on Corvus. I could see him being pretty good in the upcoming Battlegrounds meta, and Hitmonkey is his number 2 there. Hitmonkey I already have at rank 3, so I have a little bit of footage here that we're going to show of taking him into Labyrinth of Legends, just to try to get a little bit of a view of how things are working there with Ascension at rank 3. So let's take a look. And so Hitmonkey is a character I've been a fan of for a very long time. He was one of my very early 7-star pulls, and so he was a very easy access to an evade counter for me. He's also a miss counter. Oddly enough, I never realized that Hitmonkey can counter miss. But if the enemy is currently like invisible or phased or something like that, and Hitmonkey throws his SP1 while he is in Assassin's Cunning, then he receives a passive vigilance for that special one, and if it breaks through like a miss opportunity, then that vigilance gets paused and it will become active for a period of time. Honestly, I never knew that. I was never using Hitmonkey for that, so I mean that's a cool piece of utility for him to have. We can see the might bar is building up decently. I mean, at rank 3, the numbers aren't bad by any means, but they're also not terribly exciting, I will say. So Hitmonkey is going to be on my short list for taking up to rank 4 when I have the opportunity. Again, that rank 5 is taking priority currently in my roster, so we will see exactly when that happens. I want to take a look at those rewards that we're going to be getting from the Karina challenges. That ISO burst damage is looking pretty good. Like 17,000 mediums, 11,000 lights. I want to try to get into Assassin's Cunning for some really nice critical bleeds off of that SP2. That ISO burst mechanic really does reward you for trying to be as aggressive as possible. And pretty good critical bleeds there. Alright, and there he goes. Not a crazy fight, but not a bad fight by any means, so looking forward to doing more with Hitmonkey in the future. And one last thing I wanted to call out here, I did have a really exciting 10 pop in my Empowered Crystals here, and I wanted to share that, so cool. All right, and that is going to do it for me today. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Here are the final results of my Ascension pulls for the day. So we've got that rank 3 Hitmonkey, rank 1 Nova, rank 1 Sandman, and rank 1 Corvus Glaive. Honestly, not terribly account defining pulls here, but I am very excited still to see what Ascension is going to be bringing in the future. Obviously, it's going to become more and more available as time goes, and we're going to start seeing more and more impact of Ascension on our accounts in the future. So that is going to do it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you next time.